Hey everybody! So today we have a really fun workout. It's going to be super quick, only about 10 minutes, but we are going to be working on compound movements with our arms and our core. So compound movements are a great way to get a lot of work in a really short period of time. So I'm really excited for this one. All you're going to need is a set of light to moderate dumbbells or some sort of loose weight if you have them. Otherwise, you can totally use body weight as an option, or if you want to use 2 water bottles or a pillow to hold over your head for some of these workouts, just something to give you a little bit of resistance. So we are going to get started with our warm-up. It's going to be nice and quick. You are just going to start with your arms. Like I said, we have a lot of arm movements today. Just do some big circles, starting with your palms facing out. Just do some big circles forward and reverse going back. Perfect, keeping those palms facing out. Beautiful, and then from here, we are going to go into a runner's lunge. So I want you to hinge forward at your hips, kind of like you're going into a downward dog. Step a few steps forward with your hands. Then you're going to step that right foot on the outside of your right hand. And then I want you to peel your right arm towards the sky, just to get a nice deep stretch there in your back. Put that hand down, shoot that right foot back. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Left foot on the outside of our left hand. You're going to peel your left arm to the sky, hold it there for just a second. Place your hand back, shoot that left leg back. I'm going to stand back here so you can actually see me. You're going to shoot your right hand. Just one more. If you want a little bit of a deeper stretch, you can bring that right forearm down to the ground, to the instep of your foot. If you can't reach that far, that's fine. Hold it here and just peel that right arm towards the sky. Hold it there for a second. Twist back just a little bit to get more of a stretch in your back. Plant that right hand, shoot that right foot back and onto the other side. If you were able to bring your right forearm down to the instep of your foot, do it with your left. You want to balance it out. Otherwise, hold it up here and really peel open nice and wide. 3, 2, 1. Plant that hand, shoot that leg back, go back into a downward dog and just do a little pedal with your legs. This will also kind of wake up your shoulders a little bit for later. All right, walk those feet back into your hands. Our warm-up is done. So our circuits today are going to consist of just 2 circuits, 3 workouts, 3 times through for 30 seconds. We have a really quick finisher and then we're going to cool down. So I might be going a little bit closer today because I've got this new timer up here on my screen. You can't see it, but I can, so it's really tiny. It's hard for me to see, so bear with me getting real close to your face. All right, so for our first circuit, I'm gonna go through them with you because once we get going, we're gonna go right into the workouts nice and fast. So the first is going to be, we are laying down on our backs. Let me go down here for you. All right, so if you have a light to moderate weight, you are going to hold it in front of you. I want you to lay all the way down. You're going to put your feet, float them towards the sky. You're going to reach that weight up, roll your shoulders back, kind of reach them like you're touching your feet, like your toes, and then you're going to scissor your feet one at a time, kind of hold it there for a second, back up, hold it there for a second, back up, keeping your shoulders off of the ground. I don't want to see you down here. I want to see you up here. If you're not using a weight, I want you to just keep your hands high, and then you're doing that scissor motion. From there, I'm gonna bring you back up. It's gonna be a lot of up and down today, so just bear with me. One of these days I will get a new and better tripod, but today is not that day. Okay, so this one you're just gonna need 1 weight. Let me straighten you all here. Good gravy. We'll get there. You're just gonna need 1 weight. So what you're gonna do, I'm gonna stand really far back so you can see, but when we're doing the workout, I'm gonna move closer to you. So we're gonna start, I'm just gonna do my left. You're going to stagger your feet kind of a little bit wider than hip width, kind of a nice little medium wide position. You're gonna line up your left heel to your right toe. So you're just a little bit of a staggered stance, so that gives you that unilateral balance. You're gonna take your weight, we're gonna twist over kind of to our right knee. You're gonna drop into a squat. We're not hunching forward. You're squatting here. You can hold your right arm out for balance. And then from here, you're going to twist and pull the weight up to the side while pivoting on that back foot. So I'm gonna turn a little bit so you can see what that looks like from another position. Got your feet nice and staggered. You're going to squat, putting that weight in the middle, a little bit more towards the right toe. Lift and twist, bringing that weight over to the side. After that, we're just doing the same thing on the other side, 30 seconds. Staggering those feet, squatting, bringing that weight down, lift and twist, pivot on your foot. All right, so are you ready? I'm gonna stay back here so you can see. I'm gonna try to check the timer here. Perfect, we have 4 seconds. We have 30 seconds of this. So on our backs, 3, 2, 1, shoulders off the ground, and then just scissor your legs. Only bring them down as far as you can go. If that's right here, 45 degrees, that's fine. I just want you to have your shoulders off of the ground. So holding this weight above you is helping kind of bring your shoulders off the ground. It's helping them lift. I know that sounds strange because you're holding a weight. You feel like it wants to weigh you down, but this is helping you reach. This is giving you something to push away from. Let me check our timer. You keep going because I can't see the timer from back here. We have 3, 2, 1. All right, beautiful. Stand up, staggered stance. I'm going to start with my right. 3, 2, 1. You're going to get down to a squat and then pivot and twist. Nope, wrong. I'm going to go in the wrong way. Squat, pivot, and twist. So the foot that is staggered forward, that is the way you're going to lift and pull away from. I want you to squat, and as you lift and pull away, really squeeze that back shoulder and twist with your waist. That's gonna give you a nice bicep, tricep, shoulder, and oblique work. Inhaling on the way down, exhaling on the way up. You keep going, I'm checking the timer. We have a little less than 7 seconds. Get a nice squat. I love a compound movement. 3, 2, 1, switch those arms. We're going right to the other side. So we're squatting and then twisting and pulling away. Nice squat, nice slow movement. You're not bringing your weight all the way up here. You're bringing it kind of right at chest length, chest height, and squeezing and pulling back. I love a compound movement because it works so many different parts. You're getting your hamstrings, your glutes, your quads from that squat, your obliques and your abs from that twist, and of course your biceps, your shoulders, your triceps. We have a few more seconds here. 3, 2, and 1. Drop that. We have that whole thing 2 more times through. So I'm gonna try to count in my head because this timer is so teeny tiny. All right, get on the ground. We have 5 seconds. Get ready. In 3, 2, 1, shoulders off the ground, lift them. I know when you start to get tired that you want to kind of like slunk down here, lift them. Pretend that there's like spikes underneath your shoulders and you don't want to stab your back. Now the weight of course does not have to touch your toes. If you need to kind of hold it down here, that's fine. I just want your shoulders off of the ground. Because if you do this work, you can do it with me. Put your shoulders on the ground. You're not really feeling a lot of work here. You're feeling it in your lower back. The second you lift your shoulders off the ground, that really engages all of your core. 3, 2, 1. Get up really quick. We are going to get into those twists, those compounds. A nice spread. Heels lined up with our toes. Ready, and we are squatting, twisting, and pivoting. Do a nice little lift on that toe, like a little golfer's twist, a golfer's pivot. Kind of exhaling on that squeeze back. Inhale down, exhale, twist and turn. Now I'm not worried about you getting a million reps in here. I want you to get that nice, slow, fluid movement. Using that arm as a counterbalance. We have 3, 2, 1. Flip those feet, switch the weight in the other hand, squatting down, and pivot. Beautiful. And use your height as reference. You know, you don't want to go like this far and you're twisting. You can't get a good pivot, but you don't want to go down here and do that. We're not, just get a good, comfortable width to your body. You know you better than I know you. So if it feels weird, stop doing it. We have 3, 2, and 1. You can drop the weight, shake it out a little bit in your wrists if you need to. We have one more round of this. And then after that, we have one more circuit, a quick finisher, and then we are finished. We cool down. Right now my timer's saying a little faster than 10 minutes, but I'm talking in between, we're resting. I had phone difficulties, so here we are. All right, get ready, lay on the ground with me for those scissors. In 3, 2, 1, lift those feet and go. You can do it a little faster if you want to kind of up your heart rate, or you can keep it nice and slow. Touch, touch, whatever works for you. We are about halfway there already. Exhaling, keeping those shoulders off the ground, lift them a little bit more. 3, 2, 1. All right, real quick. Switch your sides, beautiful. Nice wide stance. I'm gonna go back here so you can see me. We are squatting and twisting, beautiful. Now use nice control moves. When you pull, you lift the weight up, pull, twist back. I don't wanna see you like, we're not yanking it like we're trying to start a lawnmower here. Nice, slow and controlled movements. Slow and controlled is where not only you master how the movement is supposed to feel and getting all that maximum work, but you also minimize hurting yourself, and that is definitely most important. 3, 2, 1, switch right to the other side, re-stagger those feet. We are squatting down, make sure you get that squat, you're not just hunching, I know you're tired, and twist. A nice squat, and twist. We want to make sure all of these muscles are getting the attention that they need. Getting a nice twist at the top. It's going to help work those obliques. And 3, 2, and 1. All right, so for our next circuit, we are going to be down here. I'm going to meet you down here. All right, so you, again, are just gonna need one weight. If you have a kettlebell, whatever you wanna use, you can use a towel for this one, holding it in your hands like this. I am gonna use a kettlebell just because it's easy for me to hold. So our first circuit is going to be a teaser with a touch or a Russian twist, however you like to call them. You are going to sit, you have your weight, your towel, whatever, or you can use body weight, nice resistance. You're gonna keep your heels on the ground, kind of lower yourself, shoulders back, tuck your belly button, roll your weight all the way back until your feet kind of just float off the ground. And then from here, I want you to touch your weight or your towel, whatever. You're not banging it on the ground. We're not using slam balls, but touching it is going to ensure that you get that maximum oblique work. If floating your feet is too much for you, it's too much stress on your hip flexors, keep your heels down, but your toes pointed towards the sky. So that is our first circuit for 30 seconds. After that, we are going to get into a high plank with a shoulder tap. So your hands nice and spread. Underneath your shoulders, a nice high plank position. The wider you spread your feet, the more stability you're gonna have. And then from here, you're going to touch 1, 2, 3, back down, touch 1, 2, 3, back down. If you need to drop to your knees, you can. Just make sure you're in a nice high plank position. You're not too far down. You're not in a tabletop. You're still shoulders over wrists to engage that core. That is our second circuit. And then we have our finisher. I know the first time I said 2 circuits, 3 workouts, 3 times through for 30 seconds. The second circuit is just these 2 workouts. That was my bad. So get ready for the teaser. I'm gonna go a little bit closer so I can see my clock this time. All right, get ready. 3, 2, 1, back, float your feet if you can. If not, your heels are on the ground, but your toes are still pointing up. You are touching that weight to each side, tucking in that belly button. So touching the weight to each side kind of makes you dip in just a little bit more, as opposed to like if you're just up here, you really feel a nice deep workout down here. So keep going. We have 3, 2, 1, perfect. Flip immediately over. You have just a few seconds to get your bearings. Same thing, I'm gonna go nice and close so I can see my timer this time. All right, get ready in 3, 2, 1. We're going to go with me. 1, 2, 3, back down to center, regain yourself. 1, 2, 3, back, regain yourself. 1, 2, 3, don't go faster than me. 1, 2, 3, keep that pace in your head while I talk you through a few things. So you really wanna make sure you're not wiggling your hips while you're doing these. You are staying so still like a statue. And you're really driving through your heels and your feet at each touch. Last one, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out, give your wrist a little shake. We have that 2 more times through. So, first one is practice. Second time you get a feel for it. Third time you're gonna be a master. So, get ready in 3, 2, 1. Shoulders back, float those feet up if you can. And we are touching. Making sure you're kind of following the movement of your weight. I don't want you to up like this, because if you notice, it's really gonna strain the back of your neck. When you follow the weight, that keeps your neck fluid and not so tight. If you were keeping your feet up, we're not doing this. You're nice and tight, like they're tied together. 3, 2, 1, flip over. We have those touches, ready. 3, 2, 1, back, beautiful. 3, 2, 1, awesome. Again, the closer your feet are, the more challenging it is. The wider your feet are, the more stability you're going to have. 3, 2, 1, got 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, enough for like 2 more. 3, 2, 1, last one. 3, 2, 1, drop it. Shake those wrists out. We have that 1 more time through. And then we have our finisher. And then we're done. We get to cool down. So grab your weight. Get ready. Let me check our timer here. 3, 2, 1. Tuck back. I am keeping my feet on the ground for this last one, just because I noticed that my feet were kind of shaking, not shaking, but shuffling the last time. And I really want to keep my legs and my ankles really, really tightly bound together. You don't want to be shuffling. There we go. So you can see what we're doing here. Tucking back just a little bit, dip down a little bit more like I'm poking you in the belly button. Really feel that in your obliques. We have 3, 2, 1. We have these touches here. Get ready. Now take these at your pace. If you want to do these rapid fire, if you want to hold them for as long as you can on one side and then go to the other, that's your preference. Just make sure we're not shaking like this. You are staying so still. I love this workout for your core because the second you lift that one hand up, you really feel everything engage. But it's also a good upper body workout because you're really getting a lot of work in your shoulders. We have 3, 2, 1. Drop those knees. So I'm gonna put my weights away here. You're not gonna need your weights for the finisher. I almost said the finale. Same thing, right? Okay. So we are going to stay down here. We are going to start with an eccentric push-up. You can do it on your toes or your knees. What does eccentric mean? That means a slow movement and then a real big push on your way back. That means you're not really cranking it out here. The eccentric is going to keep it very slow, and you're really gonna feel all the work so you know where to focus it. So what's that gonna look like? I'm gonna stand back here because I do them on my knees. So your hands shoulder width apart under your shoulders. Really engage your core. Float your feet off the ground. And very slowly, we're gonna go 3, 2, 1, and then you're gonna shoot back up. You're gonna go 3, 2, 1, and you're gonna shoot back up. So we're gonna count on those. That is our finisher, and then we get to cool down. So get ready. We have 30 seconds for this. In 3, 2, 1, count with me. We're gonna go for 3, 2, 1, press back up. 4, 3, 2, 1, press back up. Squeeze those butt cheeks to take the work out of your back. 2, 1, press back up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Keeping those elbows back and those triceps close to our body. We're not doing a wide push up here. 2, 1, and back. Last one. 4, 3, 2, 1, and back. All right. Give yourself a little child's pose. Lift your fingers, tent them, stretch them out a little bit. You guys did a great job. That's all we have for today. You can sit here, take your left arm over your right hook here, and then really pull. Make sure you're not putting your elbows towards your face. I want you to bring that shoulder down, really get that stretch here. Perfect, and from here, take that left arm, shoot it behind your back. Go as far back as you can without pinching, while pulling back a little bit of extra with your right hand on your left elbow. Nice job. I know I said 10 minutes, my timer's saying 22, but like I said, we talked, we rested a lot. I had technical difficulties. Switch to the other side. So left hook with your left arm, put that right arm into that hook, bring that right shoulder down, beautiful. Hold it there. You guys did great. This one's nice and fast. Compound movements are wonderful. Wasn't a long workout, but you feel like you kind of worked every part of your body. All right, shoot that right arm back, pulling that right elbow with your left hand, bringing your right hand as far down in your back as you can without pinching. And breathing through this one. And then from here, release your hands, meet me down for a cobra. So hands kind of right underneath your shoulder blades by your chest. Push yourself up and stretch your core. If you want to kind of look over each shoulder to stretch those parts of your obliques, you can, or you can just hold it right here. Perfect. And you can bring it back. You guys did a wonderful job today. I hope you enjoyed that workout. Wasn't as quick as I said. I lied, we know this. But I hope you feel really good, nice and fast. You got a little bit of work, primarily your arms and your core. Hopefully you got your heart rate up a little bit. And I hope you feel really good. And until next time, I will see you guys. Bye.